Hello and welcome to Understanding Addiction. This course is not intended to replace professional services, nor is it intended to replace addiction treatment. It is simply designed to help educate and broaden your understanding of addiction and how it has its effects on family, culture, and in your environment. So let's start off today by understanding what is addiction. When we think of addiction, it can be defined as a dysfunction of the brain that involves a reward and motivation system that causes your body to crave a substance or behavior. Now, typically when we think of addiction, you might think of alcohol or substance abuse, but addiction can be much more than that. Addiction, for example, can be work. 80% of pastors' wives say their husbands are overworked, causing 50% of marital relationships of pastors to end in divorce. Shopping addiction is a third category of addiction, which impacts 1 in 20 adults with a person who shops compulsively to relieve distressing negative emotions. A fourth category of addiction is sexual addiction. This comes in different varieties such as pornography, masturbation, and other sexual dysfunctions. It dominates a person's life and prevents them from accomplishing daily activities or having healthy social interactions. A fifth type of addiction is becoming more popular, particularly here in America, is what we call a technology addiction. This addiction has no age requirements and it's impacting children, adults, and every age in between. It can impact people with what we call a gaming addiction, where they're addicted to video games, television addiction, movie addiction, and yes, even cell phone addiction. Maybe you are aware of someone in your life that is compulsive with their cell phone, has difficulties putting it down. Addiction is a complex dysfunction in that it impacts each victim differently. There's a physical and neurological component, an emotional component, a behavioral component, and often a spiritual component. Treatment usually involves addressing all four areas, and there's no one-size-fits-all solution in overcoming addiction, which is oftentimes why relapse is common. The church can play an integral role in helping a victim overcome their addiction and get on the path towards freedom. Let's see how much you learned from this module.